Take a slow breath. Let the body soften. Let the mind loosen. There's nothing you must do now, nothing you must understand, nothing you must fix. Tonight you can simply rest. You can let the story carry you. This is your quiet hour. This is your safe place. What you will hear is not a lesson, not a lecture, not a demand. It is a gentle companion, a soft voice traveling beside you, a story of compassion, a story of healing, a story of the heart. Let each word fall lightly. Let each breath guide you inward. There was once a traveler, someone like you, someone who carried sorrow quietly, silently, beneath their everyday steps. They believed sadness was a flaw, a weakness, a sign of failure. But sadness is simply a sign that the heart is loved, that the heart is cared, that the heart is lived. Tonight you do not need to hide your sorrow. You can place it gently beside you. Imagine your sadness as a small stone, heavy, yes, but peaceful when it is allowed to rest. You do not need to push it away. You do not need to hold it tightly. You can simply let it be. Even the heaviest pain softens when given space to breathe. Feel your chest widen slightly. Feel the breath deepen. The listening presence in old Buddhist tales, there is a being who listens deeply. A presence that hears sorrow without judgment, a presence that softens fear simply by listening. They do not fix, they do not analyze, they simply remain steady, open, kind. Imagine such a presence beside you now. You're not required to say anything, you're simply heard. Let the breath move gently, let the body unwind. Place a hand over your heart if that feels comfortable. Feel the warmth there, small at first, then slowly expanding. This warmth is the beginning of healing. It rises naturally when you stop resisting yourself. Your heart is wiser than you think. Your heart knows how to soften. Your heart knows how to mend. The traveler wandered until nightfall. They reached a quiet pond covered in lotus blossoms. The lotus flowers closed their petals gently as the sky darkened, almost like breath, almost like prayer. The traveler asked, "Why can these flowers rest when I cannot?" Then they noticed something. The lotus does not reject the mud. The lotus grows because of the mud, not despite it. Your sorrow is part of your soil, and something within you is already growing upward. Take another slow breath. Breath does not judge you. Breath does not rush you. Breath returns again and again, no matter how many times you forget it. Breath is connection. It links your body to this moment. It links your heart to peace. Let breath guide you now, soft and slow, even and calm. The traveler met others carrying pain of their own. And for the first time, the traveler simply listened, not to fix, not to advise, but to be present. And something beautiful happened. As the traveler listened, their own sorrow grew lighter, the way fog lifts when the sun rises. Sometimes your heart heals by helping another heal. Feel the space inside your chest slowly expanding. You are becoming spacious. You are becoming open. You are becoming capable of holding everything with compassion. This is not effort. This is your nature. Your heart was made to be gentle. Your heart was made to be kind. Let this truth settle like soft snow. The traveler remained at the pond for a long time. They listened to the subtle sounds around them, the movement of leaves, the faint touch of water against the shore, their own steady breath. Letting go does not mean forgetting. It does not mean pretending. It does not mean erasing the past. Letting go means releasing the tightness inside you. It means loosening your grip on the stories you repeat in your mind when you are tired or afraid. Letting go is space, space for breath, space for healing, space for life. The traveler inhaled slowly, then exhaled even slower, and in that breath something shifted, not dramatically, not suddenly, but gently. Their shoulders dropped, their chest opened, their heartbeat softened. You can feel the same shift now. Take a long breath in. Let the air fill the space beneath your ribs. Hold it lightly, just for a moment. Now release it. Let it fall out of you like water. With every breath, your body remembers how to relax. Your mind remembers how to trust. Your heart remembers how to soften. As the night deepened, other travelers arrived at the lotus pond, each one quietly carrying something they had been unable to speak aloud. One traveler carried grief, one carried regret, another carried loneliness that had stretched for years. They did not know each other. They did not speak. They simply gathered around the water, drawn by the same longing for peace. The first traveler, the one from earlier, looked at them. For the first time they realized something profound. Everyone carries a quiet struggle. Everyone holds emotions they do not show. Everyone has nights when they need a place to rest. This understanding changed the traveler. Their sorrow became less sharp, less isolating, less heavy. Because sorrow becomes lighter when you recognize it in another, because compassion grows when you see the truth of someone else's heart. Look at your own life for a moment. Think of someone you know, a friend, a parent, a stranger you pass often. They too are carrying something, and that simple fact connects you to them. This connection is not dramatic, it is not loud, it is soft like the breath, and it is always present. The travelers around the pond remained silent, but something warm began to spread among them, a kind of shared stillness, a quiet understanding. Compassion is not pity. It is not sorrow for someone. It is openness with someone. It is the willingness to let your heart be touched by another life. Compassion awakens when you stop resisting what you feel, when you stop pushing away your own pain, when you recognize yourself in the experiences of others. The traveler felt this awakening. It began as a small warmth in their chest, then it expanded outward like a lantern lighting the dark. They did not speak, they did not stand, they simply breathed, slow, steady, open. One of the others next to them breathed the same way, as if sharing the same rhythm, then another, and another. Soon, without a word, they were all breathing together, different hearts in the same gentle motion. This is compassion, a quiet synchronization of lives, not forced, not planned, simply natural. Feel your breath now. Slow, calm, steady. You are part of that same rhythm. You are not separate. You never were. After some time, the moon rose higher in the sky. Its light touched the traveler's face and illuminated the edges of the lotus leaves. The traveler gazed at the moon's reflection, a trembling circle of light on dark water. They watched the ripples slowly widen and fade into the stillness. Something in that reflection reminded them of their own heart, how pain creates ripples, how healing takes time, how stillness returns when you stop fighting the water. The traveler closed their eyes. Inside the darkness, a faint light appeared, soft, warm, quiet. It grew with the breath. It spread with the breath. It filled them slowly from within. This light was not joy, not happiness. It was patience. It was acceptance. It was compassion toward themselves. Everyone deserves this light. Everyone deserves gentleness. Everyone deserves rest. You deserve it too. Let this light form in your chest. Let it warm your ribs. Let it soften your shoulders. Let it rise into your face. You do not need to do anything for it. You simply allow it, and it will grow naturally. The beginning of healing. The traveler opened their eyes. The lotus pond looked different now, not because it had changed, but because they had softened. The water was still the same. The flowers were still the same. The night was still the same. But the traveler felt held. They felt supported. They felt less alone. Healing begins quietly, not with sudden transformation, but with tiny breaths that return you to yourself. The traveler breathed again, slow and long, then again. You can do the same now. Slow breath in, soft breath out. Let the rhythm settle you. Feel the weight of your body. Feel the softness beneath you. Feel the ease entering your limbs. You are allowed to rest. You are allowed to heal. You are allowed to be held by this moment. The night around the lotus pond grew deeper. Shadows lengthened softly across the ground, blending with the darkness of the trees. The travelers did not speak. They simply sat together, surrounded by the quiet rhythm of nature. Sometimes silence says everything. Silence can hold what words cannot. Silence can soothe what explanations fail to reach. The first traveler breathed slowly. They could feel their heartbeat settling, dropping into a slow, peaceful pace. And within that calm, a gentle truth appeared. They were not walking this life alone. Beneath the travelers, the earth held steady. Even in darkness, the earth supported every footstep, every weight, every sorrow placed upon it. The earth does not turn anyone away. It does not judge who is worthy or unworthy. It simply holds. Feel the ground beneath you now. Feel how it supports your body without question. You do not need to earn this support. It is given freely. It is part of being alive. The earth has held countless lives, countless stories, countless joys and sorrows. And yet it remains steady. It remains patient. It remains generous. Let yourself rest into that steadiness. Let your weight sink gently downward. Let the ground reassure you. The traveler looked around the pond and realized something simple and profound. Every person there had once been hurt. Every person there had loved someone deeply. Every person there had carried secret hopes and silent fears. Just like you. Humans are fragile in the most beautiful way. They break open. They feel too much. They return to softness again and again. You are part of that human story. Your heart belongs to this shared experience. Your breath belongs to this moment in time. There's nothing wrong with being tender. Tenderness is a form of courage. Above the pond, the moon moved across the sky, slow, bright, unwavering. The traveler watched its reflection on the water. The image wavered whenever the wind passed, but the moon itself remained steady. This is the nature of the mind. Thoughts ripple, emotions swirl, memories rise and fall. But the deeper awareness beneath it all remains steady, just like the moon. Tonight you can rest in that deeper awareness. You can allow the surface of the mind to move freely without trying to control it. What rises will fall. What comes will go. You are allowed to watch without holding on. The gentleness of breath. As the night continued, the traveler felt their breath deepen naturally, not forced, not controlled, just softer. The breath is always nearby, always returning, always steady. Take a gentle breath in, let it rise like a tide. Release it softly. Let it fall like dusk. Again, slow in, slow out. Feel your ribs loosen. Feel your shoulders relax. Feel your spine lengthen slightly. This is how the body tells you that you are safe. This is how the mind learns to rest. The group around the pond remained connected in silence. There was no pressure to smile, no need to hide sadness, no expectation to be anything other than themselves. In that shared presence, a gentle warmth arose, the warmth of simply being together. Connection does not require words. It does not require explanation. It does not require performance. Connection is a quiet truth. It forms naturally when hearts open, even a little. You are part of that same quiet truth. You belong to it. Even now as you listen, you are connected to countless others who seek peace in the night. You are not alone. You do not walk alone. You rest within a shared human breath. The traveler felt something shifting again, a flow of compassion moving through them. Compassion is not forced. It is not dramatic. It is not loud. Compassion flows quietly, like a river that moves whether you watch it or not. To feel compassion is to recognize that another's pain could have been your own, that another's joy could have been your own. This recognition softens the edges of the heart. It dissolves the boundaries that separate self and other. The traveler sensed this deeply. Their heart expanded as if creating more room inside. Your heart can expand too. It knows how. It has done so before. All you need is to allow the river to flow. The moon moved behind a cloud. The air grew cooler. The darkness deepened. And yet the traveler felt warm, held, surrounded by peace. Sometimes healing happens when nothing special occurs, when you simply allow yourself to stop running, stop resisting, stop pretending. Healing is not an event. It is a slow unfolding. It is the breath. It is the silence. It is the night itself. Feel how the quiet around you is touching your mind. Feel how the stillness is gently reaching inside you. You do not need to rush. You do not need to try. You are allowed to soften. Let the night hold you with the same tenderness it offered the traveler. Let it cradle your thoughts. Let it slow your heartbeat. Let it wrap around you like a soft blanket. The traveler closed their eyes again. The darkness behind their eyelids felt comforting, like a quiet room that welcomed them home. A deep stillness began to rise, not the stillness of emptiness, but the stillness of understanding, the stillness of acceptance. The traveler understood that peace does not appear when life becomes perfect. Peace appears when the heart becomes spacious. This is the stillness you are approaching now. With each gentle breath, with each moment of softness, you move closer to it. Stillness is not far away. It is already within you. It only needs room to rise. Let that stillness come forward. Let it settle quietly inside you. Let it rest where your breath rests. The night at the lotus pond had grown long and peaceful. The air was cool, and the world felt suspended between darkness and light. The traveler breathed slowly. Each inhale was deep and steady. Each exhale was soft and releasing. They could feel something shifting, a dawn rising quietly inside them, not the dawn of the sky, but a dawn within the heart. This inner dawn did not come with brightness or noise. It came with warmth. It came with understanding. It came with the soft knowledge that everything they had carried was beginning to loosen. Take a gentle breath now. Feel the warmth inside you. That is your inner dawn. As the traveler breathed, they suddenly understood a truth they had overlooked. They belonged to the night, to the earth, to the breath, to the shared silence around the lotus pond. Belonging is not granted by others, it is realized within yourself. You belong to this world because you are made of it. The same breath, the same elements, the same gentle longing for peace. Your belonging does not depend on achievement. It does not depend on perfection. It exists simply because you exist. Let yourself feel that now. Let your body settle into the truth of being held. The traveler gazed at the pond one last time. The water was still, completely still, like a mirror of the night. In the reflection, they saw the faint shapes of their companions, all of them resting, all of them breathing, all of them held in the same quiet space. The reflection reminded the traveler of something essential. A calm mind reflects the world clearly. A peaceful heart does not distort reality with fear. When your inner water is still, everything becomes easier to understand. Everything becomes easier to accept. Let your own inner water become still now. Let it smooth itself with each breath you take. As the traveler sat in this acceptance, a warm compassion began spreading within them. It moved from their chest into their shoulders, down their arms, up into their face, throughout their entire body. This compassion was not pity for themselves. It was not sorrow. It was understanding. It was tenderness. It was love in its quietest form. And compassion has a natural motion. It expands from self toward others, from others back toward self. The traveler felt compassion for everyone around the pond, even without knowing their names, even without hearing their stories. Compassion does not require details, it only requires presence. Let compassion expand within you now. Let it soften the edges of your day. Let it warm your breath. A quiet stillness began to gather over the lotus pond. It moved slowly through the air as if night itself had come to offer comfort. The travelers felt this stillness. Their thoughts softened, their worries dimmed, their hearts rested. Stillness is a teacher. Stillness reveals what truly matters. Stillness shows you that peace is not something you chase. It is something you remember. The traveler knew they would eventually leave the pond, but they also knew that the stillness they found would leave with them. Peace discovered in the heart is peace you can return to any time. Let stillness settle inside you now. Let it fill the spaces where tension once lived. Slowly, the sky began to lighten. A soft gray glow touched the horizon. Morning was coming. The lotus flowers began to open petal by petal, as if waking from a deep dream. The traveler watched this quietly. They realized that they too were opening, gently, slowly, naturally. This is what healing is, an opening, an awakening, a remembering. Your own inner morning is rising now, not bright or loud, but warm, steady, kind. Let that morning expand. Let it reach the places where you once felt tight, where you once felt tired, where you once felt alone. You are awakening gently. You are unfolding naturally. You are returning to yourself. The travelers stood up slowly. Their body felt lighter. Their breath felt deeper. Their heart felt softer. They looked around the pond one last time, at the water, the lotus blossoms, the other travelers. Nothing had changed, and yet everything had. The lotus pond would remain there, waiting for anyone who needed rest. The traveler whispered a silent thank you to the night that had held them so gently. Then they turned to leave, carrying with them a heart more spacious than the one they'd arrived with. The traveler, stood up slowly. Their body felt lighter. Their breath felt deeper. Their heart felt softer. They looked around the pond one last time, at the water, the lotus blossoms, the other travelers. Nothing had changed, and yet everything had. The lotus pond would remain there, waiting for anyone who needed rest. The traveler whispered a silent thank you to the night that had held them so gently. Then they turned to leave, carrying with them a heart more spacious than the one they had arrived with. The traveler's footsteps faded in the distance, and the lotus pond grew silent again. The world rested, the night breathed softly, and within that stillness awareness began to widen on its own. Now the story shifts. It becomes quieter, more spacious, more inward. From this point forward there is no traveler, no pond, no scenery, only the gentle unfolding of your own awareness. Let yourself enter a deeper layer of calm, a layer beneath thought, a layer beneath emotion, a layer beneath memory. There is only awareness, and awareness is vast, awareness is open, awareness is clear. When you close your eyes, you do not disappear. You expand, you dissolve outward like the night sky itself. The space that holds everything inside you is a space that has never been harmed, never been broken, never been frightened. This space is timeless, weightless, open like the sky. Everything you have felt, everything you have lived, everything you carry, all of it passes through this space. None of it defines you. Thoughts arise, but the space remains. Emotions appear, but the space remains. Memories return, but the space remains. This space is your refuge. This space is your foundation. This space is the essence of your quiet mind. You do not create this space. You discover it. You recognize it. You remember it. Let yourself rest there now. Let your awareness widen like a slow horizon at dawn. Your breath is part of this vastness. It rises, it falls, it carries you without demanding anything in return. Inhale gently. Feel the breath enter, softly filling the space within your chest. Exhale slowly. Feel the breath return to the world as if completing a long, quiet circle. Breath and awareness are never separate. They flow together. They shape each other. Every inhale is the world moving into you. Every exhale is you moving back into the world. There's no boundary here, no border between inside and outside, only movement, only rhythm, only the gentle presence of being alive. As your breath settles, the mind begins to slow. Thoughts soften at the edges. Images fade like mist. Words lose their sharpness. You do not need to force anything. You do not need to accomplish anything. Rest is not earned by effort. Rest is allowed by letting go. The deepest stillness does not come from control. It comes from surrender, from releasing the habit of trying to get somewhere. You are already here. You have arrived. Nothing more is needed. Let the concept of striving fade like a wave dissolving into shore. Let the pressure to change fall away like old leaves. Within stillness, you remember your original softness, your original clarity, your original peace. Letting go is not losing something. Letting go is releasing the weight that was never truly yours to hold. When you let go, you do not shrink. You expand. You become lighter. You become clearer. Letting go of worry does not mean you stop caring. It means you stop gripping the world with tightened hands. Letting go of the past does not erase your history. It opens the possibility for a gentler present. Letting go of fear does not mean fear disappears. It means fear no longer controls your breath, your step, your sense of peace. Let yourself loosen now. Loosen your thoughts. Loosen your expectations. Loosen your grip on what the moment should be. You are free to rest. You are free to soften. You are free to simply be. Compassion is not an emotion. It is a way of seeing, a way of recognizing what all beings share. Sorrow, joy, fear, hope, longing, love. These arise in everyone, just as breath arises in everyone. When you see this clearly, judgment softens, comparison fades, division dissolves. Compassion is the understanding that you are not separate from the world you move through. Feel that truth settle in you. Feel your edges blur. Feel yourself widen into something spacious and gentle. Compassion holds everything. Compassion welcomes everything. Compassion is the quiet heartbeat beneath existence. Let yourself be held by this compassion now. Close your eyes a little more softly. Let the darkness behind your eyelids become a warm, open horizon. Within this darkness, you may notice the boundaries of your body beginning to blur. The concept of me and not me grows thinner, lighter, more transparent. Your breath does not stop at your chest. It spreads outward. It mingles with the air. It becomes part of everything around you. Thoughts do not end within your mind. They float outward like faint ripples into still water. Awareness does not belong to any one point. It moves, it stretches, it expands. Let the boundary between your body and the space around you dissolve gently. You are not losing yourself. You are returning to a larger sense of being. As the sense of boundary softens, the noise of thought also softens. The inner commentary fades. The chatter becomes distant. What remains is presence. Pure, steady presence. Presence does not think. Presence does not judge. Presence does not divide. Presence simply is. Rest in this presence now. Let it hold you. Let it quiet you. Let it empty you of tension. Stillness is not absence. Stillness is fullness without motion. You may begin to sense a slow, rhythmic vibration beneath your awareness. Not sound, not thought, but being itself. Let that rhythm guide you toward deeper rest. Silence has weight. It has texture. It has depth. When you sink into silence, you sink into something healing, something ancient, something profoundly peaceful. Silence does not ask anything of you. It does not demand clarity. It does not require answers. Silence accepts you as you are. Let your thoughts drift softly into this silence. Let them float like feathers falling onto still water. The more you let yourself sink into this quiet, the more the body relaxes, the more the breath slows, the more the heart opens. Everyone carries stories about who they are. Stories were given to you by others, stories you created to understand your life. Some of these stories are helpful, some are heavy, some are outgrown but still linger. You do not need to get rid of your stories. You only need to loosen your attachment to them. You are more than anything you have believed. You are more than anything you have feared. You are more than anything you have achieved. You are the awareness beneath all stories. Let the stories rest now. Let them fade into the background like distant echoes. Let yourself sink beneath the layer of identity into something deeper. Deep within you is a quiet home, a place without walls, a place without fear, a place without expectation. This home is not a location. It is a state of complete acceptance. When you rest here, you rest in your true nature. You're not separate from the world. You're not isolated. You're not lacking. You're part of everything that exists, part of the breath, part of the night, part of the stillness, part of the compassion that flows through all beings. Let yourself return to this inner home. Let it hold you in its infinite gentleness. Deep within you is a quiet home, a place without walls, a place without fear, a place without expectation. This home is not a location. It is a state of complete acceptance. When you rest here, you rest in your true nature. You are not separate from the world. You are not isolated. You are not lacking. You are part of everything that exists, part of the breath, part of the night, part of the stillness, part of the compassion that flows through all beings. Let yourself return to this inner home. Let it hold you in its infinite gentleness. Your breath is slower now. Your body is softer. Your mind is spacious. Let your awareness drift like a feather on quiet air. Let it glide downward toward rest. There is no need to stay awake, no need to listen closely, no need to follow every word. Your body knows how to fall asleep. Your breath knows how to guide you there. Your awareness knows how to dissolve into the quiet. You are safe. You are held. You are surrounded by stillness. Let sleep rise within you like a gentle tide. Let it lift you. Let it carry you. Let it cover you in warm darkness. Nothing is required. Nothing is missing. Nothing is wrong. You may drift. You may fade. You may rest. The stillness that surrounded you continues now. It expands softly, like a quiet ocean in the dark. Thoughts drift at the surface. They move slowly, gently, like small waves. You do not need to follow them. You do not need to stop them. Just let them rise and fall on their own. A thought appears. It spreads for a moment, then dissolves into the larger quiet. Another thought comes, a memory, a half-formed story, a faint echo of the day. It too dissolves, not forced, not pushed, just released. You're moving deeper beneath the surface of the mind, deeper into the still water that holds everything without disturbance. Feel the breath, slow, soft, steady. It anchors you without tying you down. Every inhale loosens something tiny. Every exhale releases something subtle. Your inner world begins to settle, like dust in a beam of morning light, slowly drifting downward to its natural resting place. There is nothing to fix, nothing to rearrange, nothing to resist. Awareness is simply resting now, like a feather floating in still air. Let yourself settle in the same way, naturally, effortlessly, quietly. As you soften, a deep compassion gently expands inside you, not directed at anything specific, not aimed, not controlled, just a warm presence spreading through your being. Compassion is the natural state of a mind without tension, without noise, without fear. It flows outward like a slow river. It flows inward like a returning tide. This compassion does not need a name. It does not need a form. It is enough that it is here. Feel it settle in your chest. Feel it warm your ribs. Feel it soften your shoulders. This is kindness toward your own existence. It is tenderness for your own being. Let it continue to expand. Let it become part of the space inside you. The boundary between you and the world is becoming thinner now, not disappearing, just softening. Your breath merges with the air around you. Your awareness merges with the quiet around you. You are not separate from the space you rest in. You are not isolated inside the dark. You are part of the night, part of the stillness, part of the vast, gentle silence. Feel your edges soften. Feel the sense of me expand outward, becoming more spacious, more transparent. Let yourself dissolve into this openness. There is no danger here, only peace. Notice the subtle rhythm beneath the silence, a faint pulse, a quiet movement, a gentle vibration that holds everything. This rhythm is not your heartbeat alone. It is the rhythm of existence, the rhythm of being. It flows through all things, through breath, through space, through awareness itself. When you rest deeply, you can feel this rhythm as if the universe were breathing with you. Let that rhythm soothe you. Let it move slowly through your body. Let it create calm in every part of you. As the mind grows quieter, time begins to soften. Minutes stretch, moments lengthen, edges blur. You are no longer moving through time. Time is flowing around you, soft, slow, gentle. The past is distant, the future is far away, only the present remains. And the present is spacious, clear, open. There is no rush here, no urgency, no pressure. Let time drift like quiet smoke into the night. Beneath all thought, beneath all identity, beneath all memory is a simple truth. You exist. You are here, breathing, resting, softening. This existence does not need explanation. It does not need justification. It is complete just by being. Let yourself rest in pure being. No story, no expectation, no effort. Nothing is required of you. Being is enough. The quiet grows deeper now. It surrounds you like warm darkness. It settles inside you like soft earth. Stillness is not the absence of movement. Stillness is the presence of peace. Thoughts may still appear, but they drift like distant clouds across a vast night sky. You remain the sky, open, expansive, unaffected. Let the stillness deepen. Let it fill every space within you. The sense of self continues to loosen, gently, slowly, peacefully. What you think you are becomes lighter. What you fear you are becomes softer. What you hope to be becomes quieter. Layers fall away like petals drifting to the ground. You do not lose yourself. You return to the simplest version of being. Awareness without form, presence without story, existence without effort. Let yourself gently unravel. Let yourself drift. Let yourself sink into the softness beneath thought. The sense of self continues to loosen, gently, slowly, peacefully. What you think you are becomes lighter. What you fear you are becomes softer. What you hope to be becomes quieter. Layers fall away like petals drifting to the ground. You do not lose yourself. You return to a simplest version of being. Awareness without form, presence without story, existence without effort. Let yourself gently unravel. Let yourself drift. Let yourself sink into the softness beneath thought. Sink now into the quiet, into the calm, into the depth of your own being. You are safe. You are held. You are surrounded by soft, silent night. Let yourself fall inward like a leaf, drifting into a dark, still lake. There is nothing more to hear, nothing more to understand, nothing more to do. Feel the weight of sleep rising through your limbs. Feel the stillness closing gently around your thoughts. Feel the night complete its embrace. The stillness around you deepens even further now. It is softer, wider, more quiet than anything that came before. Thoughts no longer hold shape. They no longer pull at you. They drift at the edges like faint traces of a dream you are not inside of. Your breath flows easily, slowly, naturally, as if the night itself were breathing with you. There is nothing to reach for, nothing to do, nothing to respond to, only the gentle presence of being here. Let the silence become your environment. Let the quiet become your companion. Let the darkness become a warm space that holds you without pressure. Inside your mind is a sky that has no boundary. It stretches without limit. It opens without effort. Clouds pass, memories float, feelings drift, but the sky remains unchanged. No matter what rises, the inner sky remains spacious, calm, unaffected. Let your awareness merge with that sky. Let it widen beyond your body, beyond thought, beyond intention. There is no center, no edge, only open quiet. In this openness, you are not a separate observer. You are part of the stillness, part of the night, part of the sky itself. Peace is subtle. It does not arrive with sound. It does not demand attention. It appears like a faint echo that gradually becomes clearer. You may feel it as a soft warmth behind the ribs or as a gentle heaviness in the limbs. Perhaps it feels like a loosening behind the eyes or a quiet settling in the stomach. Whatever form it takes, let it expand. Let it spread through your entire being. Peace does not need your effort. It needs your permission. Give it that permission now. Let peace echo through you. Everything within you is slowing, the breath, the muscles, the rhythm of thought, all slowing into softness. Effort fades like a lantern that gently dims as dawn approaches. Awareness rests now without direction, without tension, without intention. There is no need to hold your body. It holds itself. There is no need to guide your breath. It guides itself. There is no need to control the mind. It settles naturally when effort disappears. You are entering a state deeper than calm, a state beyond quiet. The edges of your awareness soften even further. They grow thin, light, barely noticeable. Your sense of physical shape fades for a moment. You feel less like a body and more like a field of quiet. Breath becomes soundless, movement becomes effortless, awareness becomes weightless. Imagine a feather slowly floating downward through a dark, quiet room. No rush, no force, no destination. That is your awareness now, floating, lowering, softening. Let yourself continue sinking, not downward but inward, toward the quiet center that exists beneath everything. Sleep is very close now, so close you may not even notice the exact moment it arrives. It approaches like a soft wave spreading across sand. It moves gently through the mind. It settles behind the eyes. It relaxes the corners of the mouth. Notice how heavy your body feels, heavy in the most peaceful way. Notice how slow the breath has become, slow enough that you barely feel it. Notice how quiet the mind has become, quiet like a room with the lights turned low. You are very close to sleep's threshold. Here at the very edge of wakefulness, everything becomes soft, everything becomes spacious, everything becomes simple. Thoughts lose form, breath loses sound, awareness loses weight. There is only quiet, a deep, gentle quiet that holds you the way darkness holds the stars. You are safe here, safe to drift, safe to fall, safe to rest. Let yourself slip into the quiet. Let yourself sink into the calm. Let yourself be carried by the soft, endless stillness that surrounds you. There is nothing more to hear, nothing more to think, nothing more to hold. Stay with this feeling, stay with this ease. The sound that follows will guide you even deeper. The teaching fades, but the stillness remains. You have heard enough for now. Nothing more is needed. only the quiet that follows, the place where understanding becomes peace. There is no effort here, no goal to reach, just the body resting in its own rhythm, the mind unfolding like petals in the dark. Each breath softens what the day has held. Each exhale carries you closer to silence. In this stillness, even sound becomes gentle. Listen carefully. The world is not sleeping. It is singing softly. The song of night insects rises like a prayer without words, a reminder that life continues in calm harmony. Let the breath settle. Let the body sink. Let the thoughts drift away like leaves upon a stream. There is nothing left to do, only to rest. The quiet song of insects carries you deeper into calm. Their rhythm calls you home, to release what remains, to surrender to peace. These gentle sounds were recorded at a temple in the rich nature of Mount Koya, where the mountains meet the clouds and silence has its own language. Through the Gassho App, these sounds are shared so that this peace may reach you wherever you are. Gassho is more than an app. It is a small temple that travels with you. Inside you will find guided meditations, teachings drawn from Buddhist wisdom, and even the chanting of sutras offered not as lessons but as quiet companions for the heart. Each time you open it, you step into the same stillness that lives here tonight, always waiting, always ready to receive you whenever you wish to return to silence. Now let the sound of the world take over, the chirring of insects, the whisper of wind, the breath of the night itself. They will hold you as you rest. There is nothing left to do, only to breathe, only to be. Rest now, sleep now. The night is complete.
小法九小有一世界先生欲道調整感銘独性小法有研究楽宗教福心小有上連定本然無理合創前小有千人因地心正常来有人法三 是 修